when they hear sales. They're afraid to hear the words no. But think about it. By the age 5, how many times were you told no? Probably about 30,000 times. But did it stop you? No. Of course not. Look where you're at today. But people panic and they worry about sales. But sales is no longer like it used to be. The way sales used to work was that you'd call somebody up, you'd make an appointment, you'd go out and do a presentation, and then you would hope to close the sale. And I say hope because it was a long drawn-out process. But today, what happens is you call up, you make an appointment. Before you even get there for that appointment, your potential client is already checking you out. They're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, they're on LinkedIn. They're finding information out about you before you even show up because they want to know what you're about. I teach a class on entrepreneurship at the local college. And all of my students, they come in and they aspire to be business owners. So what I do is I get to know these students the first couple days, and then I go home and I pull them all up on Facebook, and I pull them up on LinkedIn, and I look at their profiles and see what's going on with them. Why not? I'm going to spend the next 16 weeks with them. I want to know if I'm going to like them or not, right? But it's interesting what I can find out about these individuals just by going to the internet, just by Googling their names. I know the ones that like to party. I know the ones that have families. And I know the ones that don't talk real nice. They've got a dirty mouth. But I also, through this, I know the individuals that the next 16 weeks is probably going to be a struggle to be with. And then I come back to class and I tell them, hey, I looked you up on Facebook. I Googled your name. And some of them are shocked. Some of them are a little upset. And I tell them, I said, look, here's the deal. Is you're starting a business. You want to build a relationship with somebody. They're going to check you out and they're going to find out stuff about you before you even come in there to do your presentation. Why are you putting this stuff out there if you don't want anyone to know this stuff about you? Why do you talk like this? Just because you can't see them looking at you, they're looking at you. They're just looking at you through a different lens. The lens of the computer, the dreaded internet. So what is it that you're putting out there day in and day out for people to see about you? I tell my students, immediately, if you're in business, close your Facebook page to where it's private so people cannot get in there and see that you were out at the family barbecue drunk with Uncle Bob last week. They don't want to know that. I don't want to do business with a drunk. Well, we all been there, you know what I mean? We've all been there. But they don't want to do business with you if that's how you are. They want to know that you're professional, that you care about your business, you care about the people that you deal with, and most of all, you care about yourself. So start to shield yourself from this because people see you all the time, whether you think they're looking or not. Another example of this is that we go out and we go to deal with people, we build this business, we're ready to have people come work for us, we're ready to have people come in and buy from us. I recently went to have Chinese dinner with my wife at a new Chinese restaurant in town. I heard it was a pretty decent place to go have Chinese food. So we pull up, and there's a young lady standing out front of the restaurant smoking a cigarette. I'm like, okay, you know, it is what it is. She's got her phone stuck to her ear. We walk up to the door. She puts her cigarette out. She opens the door, and I'm right behind her. I'm thinking she's going to hold the door for me. She's on the phone. She lets the door go, and boom, it hits me in the face. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on? I'm coming to your establishment. You need to build a relationship with me here. And I just got slammed in the face with a door. This is not good. So we go inside. My wife and I are, in awe at this point. The girl's still on her cell phone talking and chatting. Hands us a menu. Still talking. Hasn't said a word to us yet. Still talking. I look at the menu. And the old address is scratched out in pen. The new address is on there. The old name's scratched out from the old Chinese restaurant she got it from. The new name's on there. Still has not said a word to me. Hands me the menu. My wife and I are standing there looking at each other. I take her menu. I put it with my menu. I hand it to the lady. Turn around and walk out of the restaurant. Not bye, thanks for stopping by, nothing. Still on the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, when you deal with somebody, how many of you have ever dealt with somebody that's trying to sell you something, or maybe you've even bought something from them? And you're in the middle of a conversation with them and they go, wait a second, hold on, let me grab this call, it's real important. And they turn and they talk into that. You need to build a relationship with me. I'm here to buy from you. I'm here to get a service from you. Build a relationship with me. When you're on the telephone, the only person you're going to build a relationship with is the person that's on the other end of that phone. So think about when you're out there, what are you doing? What are you showing people? How are you interacting with people? How are you building a relationship with somebody?